Catfish is one of the most practical fish humans have ever relied on, yet it rarely gets the respect it deserves. It does not carry luxury branding like salmon or tuna, and it does not chase exotic status. Instead, catfish feeds people consistently, affordably, and efficiently. Across continents, cultures, and climates, catfish has quietly become one of the most consumed freshwater fish in the world. Catfish refers to a broad group of freshwater fish species known for their whisker-like barbels, which resemble a cat's whiskers. These barbels are sensory organs that help the fish navigate murky waters. Catfish thrive in rivers, lakes, ponds, and farmed environments, making them one of the most adaptable fish species on the planet. Historically, catfish has been part of human diets for thousands of years. Indigenous communities, river-based civilizations, and rural populations relied on catfish because it was abundant and resilient. Unlike many delicate fish species, catfish can survive in low-oxygen waters and fluctuating environments. This resilience is a major reason it became central to freshwater food systems. From a culinary standpoint, catfish is classified as a mild white fish. Its flesh is light, slightly sweet, and neutral. It does not overpower the palate, which makes it extremely versatile. Catfish absorbs seasoning well and adapts to various cooking styles without losing its identity. Texture is one of catfish's defining features. When cooked properly, the meat is firm yet tender. It does not flake apart as easily as cod, nor is it oily like salmon. This balance makes it suitable for frying, grilling, baking, steaming, and stewing. Taste perception often depends on where the catfish comes from. Wild-caught catfish can have a stronger, earthier flavor depending on water quality. Farm-raised catfish, especially from regulated aquaculture systems, tends to have a cleaner and more consistent taste. Now let's get into nutrition, because this is where catfish earns its place at the table. Catfish is a high-quality protein source with relatively low fat content. A standard serving provides a solid protein dose without excessive calories. Protein from catfish contains all essential amino acids needed by the human body. These amino acids support muscle repair, immune function, hormone production, and cellular maintenance. For populations that rely on affordable protein, catfish delivers reliability. Catfish is lower in fat compared to many oily fish, but that does not make it nutritionally weak. It still provides important fatty acids, including omega-3s, though in lower amounts than salmon or mackerel. These fats support heart health and inflammation regulation. One advantage of catfish is its low mercury content. Compared to large predatory fish, catfish accumulates less mercury due to its position lower in the food chain. This makes it safer for regular consumption, including for families. Catfish is also a good source of vitamin B12, which supports nervous system health and red blood cell production. B12 deficiency can lead to fatigue and cognitive issues, making reliable sources important. Other nutrients include selenium, phosphorus, and vitamin D in smaller amounts. Selenium acts as an antioxidant, supporting immune defense. Phosphorus supports bone and tooth health. These nutrients add to catfish's overall value. Digestibility is another strength. Catfish is easy to digest and does not burden the stomach when prepared simply. This makes it suitable for a wide range of diets, including those focused on recovery, weight management, or balanced nutrition. Now let's talk about how catfish is eaten globally. In the southern United States, catfish is iconic. Fried catfish, cornmeal crusts, and community fish fries are cultural staples. This is not just food, it's social tradition. In Africa, catfish plays a central role in many cuisines. It is used fresh, smoked, or dried. Smoked catfish adds depth to stews and sauces and serves as a preserved protein source in regions without refrigeration. In Southeast Asia, catfish appears in curries, soups, and grilled preparations. Species like Pangasius are widely farmed and exported, making catfish one of the most globally traded freshwater fish. In Europe, catfish consumption is growing slowly, often marketed as a sustainable aquaculture product. In Eastern Europe, certain catfish species are traditional river fish. Aquaculture is a major part of the catfish story. Catfish farming is one of the most established forms of freshwater aquaculture. It allows consistent supply, controlled quality, and lower pressure on wild fish populations. Farm-raised catfish are typically fed controlled diets, reducing contamination risks. When managed properly, catfish farming is efficient and resource-conscious. Catfish convert feed into protein effectively, which matters for global food efficiency. However, like all aquaculture, poor practices can cause environmental harm. Water pollution, overcrowding, and poor feed management can degrade ecosystems. Responsible farming is the difference between sustainability and damage. Catfish are not top predators, which gives them an ecological advantage. Farming them requires fewer resources compared to carnivorous fish species. This efficiency makes them attractive in food security planning. From a health perspective, catfish fits well into balanced diets. It provides protein without excessive fat, supports micronutrient intake, and avoids many contamination concerns associated with large fish. Catfish also adapts well to modern cooking trends. It works in meal prep, simple pan-seared dishes, and even fusion cuisines. Its neutral profile makes it a blank canvas rather than a dominant flavor. One reason catfish is undervalued is branding. It lacks luxury marketing, but nutrition does not require prestige. It requires consistency and accessibility. Catfish delivers both. There is also bias around farmed fish. Many consumers assume farmed equals inferior. This is outdated thinking. Modern aquaculture, when regulated, can produce fish that are cleaner and more consistent than wild-caught alternatives. Catfish does not aim to impress. It aims to feed. That practicality is its strength. In a world facing population growth and climate pressure, dependable protein sources matter more than novelty. From an economic perspective, catfish supports local economies. Small-scale fishers, farmers, processors, and markets all rely on catfish production. It creates food chains that stay regional rather than globalized luxury pipelines. Catfish is also adaptable to climate variability. Freshwater systems change, and catfish survive where other species struggle. That resilience may become increasingly important in the future. So what's the bottom line? Catfish is one of the smartest fish choices humans have developed relationships with. It is mild, nutritious, efficient, and culturally embedded across the world. It doesn't chase trends, it survives them. Catfish represents food that works, not food that performs. Understanding catfish reshapes how we think about seafood. Not every fish needs to be premium. Some need to be reliable.